What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Top Visuals back with another video. So today is gonna be kind of a different one. I haven't done a video like this before. Basically, long story short, if you look at the title, this video is gonna be me not necessarily rating, but just reviewing my track spikes. So if you know me, you know that I run track, or I used to run track, and I'm pretty active and physical. So when I go to the track, you'll see me wear spikes when I sprint. And if you're a sprinter, obviously you know what I'm talking about. Even if you're a distance runner, you know what I'm talking about. So today I'm going to be reviewing my track spikes. If you want to stay tuned, make sure you like the video if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you share with your friends, do what you gotta do. I don't want the intro to be too long. Hope everyone's having a good day today. And like I said, once again, thank you for 100 subscribers. I think right now we're sitting at 105. And this week I might upload at least 3 or 4 videos. So I've never done this before, but I'm going to try my very best. Actually, not try. I am going to upload 4 videos this week. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm going to upload a lot of videos this week because I think you guys deserve it. In the comments, like I said, like, subscribe. That's it. All right, stay tuned to the whole video and peace out. See you in like 10 seconds. Alright y'all, so what I have right here, basically, you can't see them yet. I'm going to show you every shoe, like a little montage. But basically, all of these shoes are the shoes that I use for track. Some of them are indoor spikes, some of them are outdoor spikes. But basically, these shoes are what I use a lot when I run. So I'm going to show you guys a quick montage, see what all of them look like. It's only 5 pair. I have more, but these are the main ones that I use for indoor and outdoor. Yes, I'm going to show you real quick.
I can't do it, dog. I ain't looking for no basic bitch. I can't do it, dog. No. Say she only dance to pay her student loans. She don't want a daddy money. She gon' live on her own. She ain't never need no man. Did that shit all alone. Slept on in high school, but now she full grown. Yeah, you know the boy Logic. He done snatched that crown. From the trap to the rap, I excel in every sound. Put my city on the map. Yeah, I'm down right now. G-Bird, where you at? I'm the man right now. Anything I wanna do, I think I can right now. Non-rapping motherfuckers, I can't stand right now. Top 3, Kenny, me, and guys playing right now. Man, the whole fucking game don't stand a chance right now. Yeah, that boy keep it.
Alright y'all, so let's get into it. So the first spike we have here. So these are called indoor spikes, but technically they do not have actual spikes like a normal outdoor spikes would have. The reason for this is because when you run with indoor shoes, you're not allowed to have actual spikes, and they honestly wouldn't help you because when you're running, you're not running on asphalt, you're running on like a gym floor, you're running on rubber floor when you're running at indoor meets. Now you will have some meets like, you know, the invitationals or the New York or California ones where you'll need to have actual track like outdoor spikes for the indoor meets where they have actual asphalt. But for most indoor meets, like in high school, you'll have these type of shoes. They're called indoor spikes. They don't actually have the metal spikes, they just have kind of rigid rubber ones at the bottom. Now the only downfall about indoor spikes like this is that I'll say after 1 good season, maybe 2, then you already need to replace them. But with outdoor spikes, maybe you can keep them for a while. But with indoor ones, you need to change them almost every season, every year. Because after a while when you use them, because it's rubber against rubber, eventually the ridges here, they eventually go away and they're not in good use. So these spikes right here, these black, red, kind of white ones, these are no good anymore. These honestly would never work anymore. These have been used also by different people. So these spikes were actually from one of my buddy Eli. Not the one that I previously or always talk about. He's another sprinter. He let me have these like 3 seasons ago. And once I used them, they were just no good anymore because after 1 season, if you use them a lot, they are not good anymore. Personally, I'll never use again, but I keep them just because, I guess just for the memories. But yeah, when it comes to indoor spikes, make sure that that's very key to change them out because they lose their touch real fast. Alright, so the next shoe, this one is actually more recent. I got these last season. So these are actually still usable because I didn't use these as much. The same indoor spikes, like I said, no metal spikes, no metal, nothing. They still got the rubber, kind of rigid edges. That's what indoor spikes are. These still grip the ground fairly fair for the most part. Like I said, these are newer. These are like years old. These are about a 1 year old. This is the company, or that's the brand. And like I said, they're the same thing as the other shoe. They're the indoor spikes. But these have a little bit more grip because they're newer. It's nothing, the difference between indoor spikes and outdoor spikes, there's nothing really like drastic, no crazy changes. Just the bottom of the shoe instead of metal. It's just like the rubber rigid edges pattern at the bottom. It still has that lightweight feeling that spikes are supposed to have. Now, to be honest, when it comes to indoor meets, you could probably still wear regular running shoes, but it's always better just to have these because they kind of act as spikes, you know? So it's just like, why not? Especially if you're a sprinter, it's always good to have these. There's no reason not to. So yeah, and I kind of like the colorway. It's different. You have kind of like that lime green, and if you can see a little bit of that navy blue in the sunlight, it's kind of different. I like it versus the red one. It's just the normal red, black, and white, but this one, it's different, you know. I kind of like these ones a little bit better. So now to get into the actual spikes category. Now, I have 3 spikes that I normally use. So these New Balance spikes, and I don't know, but most track runners will know, but the New Balance spikes are kind of like the iconic spikes that all the fast people have. Now, there's an actual story behind these New Balance spikes right here. So these New Balance spikes, I actually did not purchase these. I did not buy them. I didn't have them, you know, when they were first purchased either. I never had any contact with these. So my buddy Eli and one of my friends Joey, all of my track team, we went to an invitational PG meet. And these shoes were just laying around in the bleachers at the PG County meet, and we actually just took them. Technically we stole them, but at the same time, no one claimed them and no one asked for them. We kind of let people, you know, claim it or like wait for them to come back because they may be in the bathroom. No, they were just sitting there. No one claimed them, so we just took them. But the only downside is that one of the strings, I think on the right one of the strings don't even work. So you can't tighten it, you can't really use it. But I still have them just for the memories, because that was a hilarious day. We technically stole these, technically didn't. But yeah, I put them on. They are pretty comfortable. They got that ankle support right here versus most spikes really won't have that ankle support. And I'll show you with these two. But it is pretty cool. Now, the spikes that do have the ankle support will be a little bit heavier. And you kind of want the very lightweight feeling, but also durable. So I guess the New Balance spikes kind of just is that mediator, kind of meets in between and gives you that really good feel. So I did put them on, but I never ran with them because, like I said, I couldn't. But like I said, with the outdoor spikes, you got those metal spikes that you tighten right here for the asphalt material or the asphalt terrain. That's what it's made for. Never want to use these for indoor meets, or never want to use these for like gym floors, only for asphalt track. Now these spikes right here, so these spikes I actually bought on my own. I bought these when I first got them. So these spikes here are the spikes, they're Under Armour by the way, these are Under Armour. So the difference between these spikes, these outdoor spikes, compared to the other two that I'm about to talk about, or I talked about, is that these are actually a little bit more durable. So they're a little bit heavier, believe it or not, they're a little bit heavier than these long New Balance ones. That's mainly because you can also feel at the bottom, they got some spikes in the back here, like tiny little spikes that kind of give you more traction, give you more friction when you stomp in the ground and when you're basically in your dry phase. It's lightweight as other spikes, that's why I'm saying they're a little bit heavier. This top part right here, you can't really bend it. It's real firm and durable, which is good, but also at the same time, like I said, it will tend to be a little bit heavier. But yeah, I mainly use these for the regular meets, like local meets, meets that are not really that important. But I do use these a lot. I also use these for practice too when I'm at the track. So these are like my go-to spikes that I just use just for the regular stuff or when I'm going to practice. So I really do enjoy these. I had these ever since, I think I had these ever since sophomore year. These Under Armour spikes, I like them. They're cool. They do the job. Now for the last spikes, these green spikes. Now these spikes were actually given to me by one of my teammates. These spikes I use for almost anything. These are the spikes I use for the invitational meets, the good meets, the important meets, states, regionals, whatever, you know. I use these spikes for all the goods, and sometimes I practice with these too. But the reason why I love these spikes, now this is also Under Armour. The reason why I love these spikes is because first I love the look of it. You got the green, you got the nice solid black, but then at the bottom you got the shiny kind of just goldish, bluish, translucent like transition. I love that on the bottom of the spikes. The spikes are still white. That bottom just looks so sexy to me, and I really enjoy it. The reason why I love these spikes over all of them and any spike that I ever put on my feet is because not only the look, but the feel of it. So the feel of it, you have kind of like the silicone feel at the bottom. You got the rubber in the back. You still got the silicone rubber slash type in the front all over. So it's still durable. It's kind of like a mixture between this shoe and kind of the New Balance, in my opinion. Where this shoe, the one that I previously showed you, the Under Armour one, it was it was a little bit heavier, more durable, more friction to the ground. It was harder. It's so comfortable. Like this tongue flap right here, You know, it's very lightweight but still comfortable at the same time. And that's like the main goal you want in track spikes. You still want it to be durable, you want it to be comfortable, and you want them to be lightweight. And I think this spike really does all three overall. Yeah, out of all the spikes, of course, my favorite are these. I use these for almost anything. And my how to run video, which link will be in the description, I actually use these spikes for that video. Like I said, when I go to practice and do workouts, I either use these black and white ones, or I will most likely use these green ones. I use the green ones for almost anything. The black and white ones I use for like solely practice or just like small meets. So yeah, I really love these spikes. Definitely recommend them. Under Armour really does a good job with their spikes. Most of the spikes I ever had or worn or ran in or purchased, most of them have been Under Armour, and Under Armour really has never failed. I'll definitely say if you're a new runner and you want to get some spikes, the three things you want to focus on is make sure that they're comfortable. You never want to get spikes that are like uncomfortable or they hurt or they're painful. So make sure that they're comfortable, and when you run with them, they're just comfortable. They feel good. They make you feel fast. 2, you want to make sure that they're very lightweight. If it feels heavy or if it feels unorthodox or uncomfortable, then try to get something that's a little bit more lighter and a better feeling. Like I said, these, not only are they still durable, but they got that silicone feeling and very lightweight factor to it. So where when I put them on, I still feel fast but comfortable at the same time. Alright, so that's about wraps it up with my reviewing all of my spikes that I use pretty much every season for my track in general. Now, my feet don't really grow that much, so ever since freshman year of high school, I was a size 10. And now, my senior year of high school, I am a size 11 and a half to 12. So my feet did grow about an inch and a half. So you will experience that where, like, let's say maybe sophomore year to junior year or sophomore year to senior year, your shoe size will maybe grow half an inch to an inch depending on like how you grow and what you eat. It's just how it is. But ever since sophomore year, my feet did not grow. It stayed around 11 to 11 and a half, which is good. So I didn't have to like waste money and get bigger shoes every season, new shoes, you know, because track spikes are kind of like regular shoes when it comes to the price. You know, they're not that different. And like I said, I don't want the video to be too long. Like I said, I hope this helps you. If there's any track spikes that you would recommend to people, put them in the comments. Is there any track spikes that are your favorites or your best brand? Put them in the comments. Let me know if you are a track runner, what you run. And like I said, when you comment, I respond to all my comments. So if you're hesitant that I might not respond, I respond to all my comments. So don't be hesitant. So like I said, if you're new, subscribe. If you're old, like. If you're not new, not old, comment. Do what you gotta do. Like I said, 3 to 4 videos coming this week. I'm on my grind, and I think you guys deserve it. Once again, thank you for 100 subscribers. We're on the grind to now 200. And I think that's it for the video. All right, stay tuned. And that's it. All right, love y'all. Peace.